everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am going to be filming a full face of makeup of weird products that I have tried this year but I really like. So when I say weird, I say for me it's kind of like it's different than like a standard makeup item, if that makes any sense, because you know there are a lot of saying like eyeshadow palettes and foundations and all this blah blah blah, and I thought these products are strange, but I really like the way that they feel on my skin and that they look on my skin, and so I thought I would just do that. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is a skincare product. So this is by Elf. This is their Super Hydrate Moisturizer, and I find this very weird because I have another one of their moisturizers, like the cream one, the Super Hydrate one, which is the blue one, but this one is like a jelly consistency. This works so well on my skin. It's just weird because it's a jelly, but when you put it on, it literally just melts into the skin, and I love the way that this feels. Like my skin is really dry recently. I have very like combination skin, but I also have very sensitive skin, and this really does help my skin like soothe, calm down, and just it isn't overly tacky. It just is fine. But when I opened it, I was like, what is this? Because I got this at a sale on the Elf website, because they always have some kind of sale on, and as soon as I got this, I was like, why is this a jelly consistency? I really had like, I thought it was just a normal moisturizer, but whenever I use it, I absolutely love it. And the next we're going on to primer. So I'm going to be using the Prime Magic Base Balm by W7. So I have a couple of like balm-ish products. So this is one that I was like, you know what, I like this, I do really like this, but again I find it weird because it's a balm, and it's a very, very soft consistency. Like you can barely see this, but it is really, really nice on my skin. I think it cost about £2 or £3, and I mentioned previously like W7, I have discovered them quite a lot this year. There's a beauty outlet near where I live, and they basically have a ton of W7. I am very wary that some of it might be quite old, but I kind of, yeah, it's a risk that you're just willing, if you want to take it, then absolutely. It's very, well, W7 is quite affordable in the first place. That's the whole point. It's like they're dupe kings, really. Like I call them the dupe king of like high-end brands, because they really do dupe a lot of people. But this I just felt was weird because I've never tried a primer that was a balm. I just tried like normal gel primers, and that just works really nicely on my skin, and my skin is feeling so nice right now because I just filmed another video before this, and when I took off my makeup, my skin just got really like ultra sensitive. Like round here recently it's not doing too good, but those products have really calmed me down. So go on to foundation, and like I mentioned, we've got another balm product, and no surprise, it's the KVD Vegan Good Apple Foundation, which is a lot of hit and misses this year. I like this foundation. I mentioned it a lot that it's not the most amazing foundation by no means. It is not the best foundation I've tried this year, but I still like the way it works for me, because again I have very dry skin. Sometimes it can be very problematic, very oily, but when I use this a couple of times, it works so well for me. The way it works for me is by using a beauty sponge. So this is in the shade Light 004, and it's been a while since I've used it because again I try a lot of products this year, but this was one that I'm really happy that I did try, although it is very expensive, and did not need to be this expensive at all when it comes to these type of brands. But I just like the way it feels on me. I might have put way too much on there, but let's just blend it out. It's so weird how this product really went crazy viral in like 2021, and then people were just like, oh yeah, this is actually really shit. But I bought it knowing that I quite like KVD anyway. Like I used to love when Kat Von D was part of it. I still loved the makeup, even though she was obviously has her own problems, well, her own situations that I don't want to talk about. But anyway, she's not been with the brand for a really long time. It must be at least 1 or 2 years now that she's not part of the brand. Is it that long? Probably. But I still like this foundation. I think a lot of the makeup that they're coming out with is interesting. Like, I haven't tried really anything else apart from this foundation. I just love their older lipsticks, and I will try maybe more in the future. Like, I want to try their liquid blushes, their liquid contours. You know, there's so much that they're coming out with that I just haven't had a chance to try, and mainly because it's money problems as well. Like, I don't need to spend that much money on these products, but this was an exception because I felt like I really wanted to try it and kind of get on the hype around it, and I'm glad I did. And again, it's very weird because, again, of how hyped up it was, how much people were actually talking about this product, and just the way it is, like, it's a balm, so it is very moisturizing. It's not going to last me a long time. I'm probably not going to keep it on for a very long time anyway, but I feel like it does quite well on my skin. Of course, like, here you can still see my redness. I don't know why it's on my lips, but I quite like it. You know, it's good for me right now. And so yeah, that's my weird foundation of the year. We're gonna powder down later because I actually have 2 cream products that I'm using for blush and highlighter. So for cream blush, I have my Beauty Bay and Disney collaboration. They're going to be popping up again later because, I don't know, the concept behind these I find very strange, just because they're meant to be representing certain tones and shades on a character. So these are called Pinocchio shorts, I believe. So essentially, Pinocchio shorts are this tone, and so they make the makeup that way. When I kind of, you know, well, I'm a big Disney fan, and when I saw that Beauty Bay were doing a collaboration with Disney, of course I lost my shit, and of course I bought what I wanted, so I got it. But when I tried this, it is very strange because I mean, I was gonna tap it on, we'll see. I don't know, I want to use a sponge, to be honest, because as much as I love like putting these products on my face, when I put them straight on, sometimes they do not work to the best capacity. But I love the way the color looks. Like, I love the lipstick on this. I'm not going to use it today because I have another lipstick that I'm going to try, but I just love the way that this tone is. And this is kind of the deepest red, so I like to wear a lot of deep tones when it comes to like blush, and I will forever do that. But when I use, I know I've gone like a lot there, but I'll sort that out. Yeah, it was just a weird concept because, like, there's so much that they could have done with a Disney collaboration, and the fact that they came out with an idea when you know, you coincide it with what they're wearing or what the color of the character is. It's just very interesting and weird at the same time. The packaging is really cool. It's a bit too, it's very bulky, so it will take you a while to probably get through these products, but again, still quite nice. And then when it comes to highlighter, this is like a surprise that I found. This is this is like Poundland makeup, so this is from Makeup Gallery, and this is a Glow with the Flow cream highlighter, and this is in the shade Ice. I got this part of like a full face of Poundland makeup, and this highlighter is actually really nice. And again, it's like a balm product, but the way it is on my skin is really nice. I'm just going to tap it on and see how this works after so long, because it's been a while since I've used it. But this is quite a subtle highlighter when I think about it. I was just super surprised that it actually is quite nice on my skin, even though it's taken me a while to actually use it right now because I'm trying to dig into it and it's just like taking its time. But I like to use a strong highlighter, but on days there's, you know, like today, I'm not even going to use it for that long. It's just basically gonna come off straight away. But I like the way that this kind of works on my skin, and it was Pound. Like, I know a lot of people can be very wary about Poundland makeup, but if it's not expired, like, I don't think there's any issue with certain types of makeup. Of course, it could be made with weird stuff or weird products. Of course, you just look at the ingredients, but I quite like this. It's again a surprise like that I have for this year, but again I find it weird because it's a cream like balm type product. And so next we're going on to the eyes, and like I mentioned about the Beauty Bay and Disney collab that they did, this is the Alice in Wonderland eyeshadow palette, and I also have the the shadow stick as well. I might use that on my lower lash line. I only have this one because again the collaboration was interesting. Like the formulas are fantastic, like Beauty Bay eyeshadows are amazing. I just thought the collaboration itself could have been so much better, but I find the concept interesting and weird because again it's representing the colours of a certain character. So for example, you've got the Cheshire in the tree, you've got cat's teeth, you've got the cat's eyes, which are yellow, then you've got the stripes, then you've got the fur, and then the face. So it's, when you look at it, you're kind of like, okay, but you know, it's like, you know, just them being different, which I think is good, because it's good to do something different with your eyeshadow palettes and not, I don't know, but again it still could have been so much better. Like they came out with a couple recent ones, but I didn't find them very interesting. I like my eyeshadow palettes to have a certain kind of theme and look to it, like when it comes to the shadows, because there's not much going on with the color. I don't know, am I being too picky? I don't know. We're going in with cat's fur, which is the purple, and so I kind of did a similar look when I tried this shadow for the first time, and again it is very nice. Like when it comes to the shades, they're gorgeous, and this shade is actually the same as the shadow stick, because it's, I'm pretty sure this is just called yeah, the Cheshire Cat fur. So if you wanted to use the shadow or the powder, you could do either one. But one thing I'm not big on is that there's no shimmers in this palette, which I guess is not the end of the world because you can use your own shimmers, but I like to kind of have them in one palette. That's not, I mean, that's not a lot of like complaints about this collab. I just wish they had done it maybe in a different way. I don't know, I'm gonna stop complaining. But I love Alice in Wonderland. I just wanted to get the Dumbo one, because Dumbo is actually like my favorite out of the whole collab thing that they did. But again, the color story was just not for me. But again, this purple is stunning. If you got this collection, let me know what you picked up and if you enjoyed it, because again, it was a very interesting collaboration of the year. So yeah, that is the cat's fur. See, again, I don't know what I can go into next. I might just if I get a small brush, I might go in with this corner shade, which is called Cat's Face, and just take the smallest amount and maybe just bring it up a bit to kind of deepen the corners. And then, yeah, I mean, they're blending in really, really nicely. Again, this is like a kind of second impression because I have only used this maybe once. Yeah, but I'm still glad I bought it. So I'm gonna clean it up in a minute. I always make such a mess, and then I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll clean it up after, when I powder everything down, because I forgot to powder my face, because if I don't, it will start just looking really funny in a minute. But yeah, okay, I don't know what to put on the end here because there's no shimmer, so I think we're just gonna have to go without. I might add some of the pink just to kind of blend in a little bit. Okay, I literally paused because there was an alarm going past, so I'm going to go in with the yellow, the pink, which is called Stripe, the cat stripe, and I don't think I've tried the pink yet, so I'm actually going to go underneath and pack that on, because I guess I'm kind of covering the purple. That's fine. Again, I'm going to use the shadow stick at the bottom, so that can just be that shade, I guess. So this pink is very pigmented. Very nice. I guess you can work with these colours a bit more. I just need to be a bit more adventurous. I'm not very adventurous, but so far this is looking good. Alright, I am actually going to go off camera now, clean this up because it looks annoying, and then we'll just put the shadow stick on together. Okay, now we're going to go in with the stick and we're going to put that on the lower lash line as mentioned. So let's hope this works. Honestly, I don't know why there's so many alarms going on. It's the weekend, so there's no surprise, to be honest, but I always say it's not going to be one of my videos without having some background noise. Okay, so this is coming out nicely. Again, I think I've only used this maybe once or potentially even twice. You can obviously use the stick on the lid, but I felt like putting it on my lower lash line just because it will give me that extra pop. And then now for the lips, because I'm kind of glad that I went in with the pink because my lips are going to be slightly pink. So this is the NYX Liquid Lipstick. So these are weird but really good at the same time, hence the theme of this video. So this is the Shine Loud in the shade World Shaper. So these are the lipsticks, I guess they went viral as well, I really don't know, where one side is matte and the other side is a lip gloss. So when you put the lip gloss on, is kind of there to like help the lipstick stay a bit longer, because this is super freaking dry, this side. If you put it on by itself, your lips are literally gonna like stick together. So when you put the gloss on, it's there to help it out. So I am going to put this one on. I was going to use my green one, but then I thought the colours are probably not going to work, so that's why I chose this one instead. So let's put this on. The doe foot is really nice and bendy, so you can work well with all lip sizes. Just if you press your lips together, they're just going to stick. And then you just kind of sit there for like a minute waiting for your lips to kind of like dry down. So I'll come back when my lips have dried. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the gloss side. I've literally been sitting like this for 2 minutes. And so the lip gloss is going to help definitely moisturize the lips. Ah, that's so much better. Because if you don't use the gloss, your lips are just doomed. Ah. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, and you get to work for just that little bit longer, because without the gloss, it's literally just gonna not work. So yeah, this is my finished look of makeup that I found really weird this year, but I enjoyed them at the same time. I'm sorry that it's probably not the greatest look today. I feel a little bit off with putting on my makeup, because my last video I was just like, that was so bad, but I tried my best. So let me guys know if you tried any products this year that you thought were a little bit weird but worked really well, because I'm intrigued to see if anyone else has had this kind of idea. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, because I'm film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because you get to see a closer look of any of the looks that I do, and you get to see what I'm up to on a daily basis, which is not much. But yeah, I hope to see you guys really soon. I hope you are well. Bye.